Hey guys, how's it going? Dudey, Rhino here, I'm back. Now that must mean one thing, and one thing only. That means the last video smashed 1,000 likes. And when I say smashed 1,000 likes, Jack, how many did it get in the end? It's 3,000, guys. Hit over 3,000 likes.
Oh, you just wanted me to say over 3,000?
Yeah.
All right, do it again, sorry.
Hey guys, how's it going? Dudey, Rhino here, I'm back with JaackMaate for more ghost stories. Now that must mean one thing. That must mean that last week's video hit over 1,000 likes. Jack, how many did it hit in the end?
3,000!
And a bit.
Mainly...
I'd probably say the community share might have helped a little bit. Basically, if we hit 1,000 likes on the last video, which we have smashed, we'd turn this into a series. So that's exactly what we're going to do, Jack.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't think it would.
Oh, here we go. So we might squeeze a trilogy out. We might squeeze a trilogy out. Do you know what I mean? But basically, I'm here to try and scare JaackMaate. Oh, what's he doing? What's going on here? Why? He's just gonna sit there, yeah? He doesn't even clean. See that smudge? He doesn't give a fuck.
I sneezed
he doesn't
on
even
it.
clean it.
I sneezed
yeah,
on it.
sneeze. That's the fluid, isn't
Jordan,
it?
right? You try and mug me off with the dirt, yeah, saying that's bodily fluids, but if you had one, yours would be covered in your semen.
Stained.
What's it called? What's the story?
Right, well, speaking of stains, funnily enough, basically this story this week is called So I Tried to Fuck a Ghost.
Lovely, that'll fit on my channel, that
That's it, well, this is what I thought. As soon as I saw it, I thought, well, he's done a video on a chick trying to fuck a dog. Yeah. So this is actually perfect.
Oh, little bit offended, because I've literally done a video on a woman trying to fuck a ghost.
Oh,
No.
joking! I knew that. I was testing you.
Right.
Whew, hope it's in the same story. That'd be embarrassing. Shall we start the story?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. First, a little backstory. My girlfriend had just dumped me, and naturally I was feeling rather upset. I rewatched both Legally Blonde movies and ate approximately 2 tubs of icing, but I was still down.
I don't know why they need to specify the films all the time. Doesn't matter.
I think it's a running theme. Last week, Lord of the Rings. This week, Legally Blonde. Won't lie, didn't know there was a sequel.
It's better.
Is it?
Yeah, it's better. Next week, Shrek the Halls.
One night at around 11, I heard my dog barking out the window. I came into the living room and looked out, only to see him looking at nothing. Yeah? There was nothing there. Nothing there, Jack. Nothing there. There was nothing outside, no cars, no animals, no people. But he seemed more distressed than usual. His fare was...
Dog! It's a fucking dog, that's what they do!
But no, because they've got extra sensitive hearing.
Well,
Do you know
exactly,
what I mean?
so there could have been something there further on down the road.
That's actually a very... Yes, that's a valid point.
Continue with the story, I already hate it.
So then, completely unprompted, he started jumping and turning his head and looking out the window at a more extreme angle. Yeah? You're right, mate.
That's the dog.
Oh, right, okay, fair. He was clearly following something, and after a few seconds of turning, he jumped up and sprinted towards the back door. Mind you, our back door is made of entirely out of glass, so he just ran into it. And then he started aggressively barking at it. Probably because he just smashed his face into it, but what can you do? Right, and he jumped up on his hind legs. This dog is going fucking mental. I've had the dog for 3 years, and I've never seen him act like this or hear him act like this, not even when the mailman comes by. I think I'm justified in saying I was kind of unsettled by this, especially when he began running rapidly between the 2 windows. Dogs don't randomly start barking if there isn't something they feel threatened by.
Yes, they do. That is exactly what dogs do. My dog used to bark all the time because it wanted some pedigree.
By this point, my mum had come out of her room to see what was going on. Fuck you,
Sorry,
man. We looked out the front window. After a few minutes of looking, we see the motion-activated lights go on. Now my first response is, fuck, there's someone trying to get in this house. So I start locking all the doors and windows while my mum checks the security cameras. We've got another Tory on our hands.
Yeah.
Security cameras.
Yeah, that's America. You need them. You need them. Otherwise you're going to have some fella stood in your porch licking your doorbell at 3 AM.
So the mum checks the security cameras. Nothing's there, right? There's nobody at our house, no animals, no people, no intruders, or at least none that the cameras picked up. My mum and I, being spiritual people, this is where it takes a turn.
That's where you've lost me.
Immediately assume it's a ghost. She is unsettled by this. This is brilliant, right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
She is unsettled by this and starts to go grab the holy water.
What What's holy water?
It's like water that's blessed by like a priest or some shit. They have it in their house.
Well, like a bottle out of everyone.
Yeah, but it's just been blessed. It's literally just a guy, probably touches kids, just goes,
Definitely
by
touches
the
kids.
Lord and Saviour, all the rest of it, this is now blessed. And there you go, you got some holy water in your house. But I tell her not to worry, that it was probably a bat above the cameras. I don't know much about ghosts, but at that point, my weird mix of sadness and sexual frustration had me wanting to let whatever was outside into our house. Oh mate, this takes a dive. This takes a fucking dive. I always wanted a haunted house story, and I had heard stories of people having sex with ghosts, so I figured I'd give it a try.
How much of a virgin has this person got to be?
Hey, he had a girlfriend.
Where they
just lost his girlfriend.
Oh,
broke up with the girlfriend.
Oh, I must have blanked. I thought this was a girl.
Well, it could be, to be fair. 2019. I admit, I probably looked batshit crazy yelling into the night something along the lines of, "Come in, guys, it's warm in here. We won't kick you out." But long story short, I now had a ghost in my house. The first hint that whatever was outside had come inside was my dog. Immediately after that night, he got fidgety and restless and began barking a lot more than usual. The second hint was my door. One night I was resting, it was about 2 in the morning and I had just finished work. I'm in bed trying to sleep when my door violently flings open. Mind you, all the windows in my room were closed and a draft would not have gotten it to open with such intensity. The sound of the door hitting my walls was so loud that it woke up my dad, who promptly asked, "What the fuck is going on there?"
Fucking a ghost, Dad! Jesus Christ!
That is where this is going.
Maybe that was the dad swinging the door open.
Yeah.
What's all this noise? There's a guy there like that. I've got Casper on me at the minute, Dad.
That's it.
All ghosts are called Casper.
Yeah, I was gonna not.
All ghosts and all South Africans.
I didn't know how to answer him. I wasn't the one who opened the door. The next morning he asked me about it and I just told him that I must have been sleepwalking or something. This continued every single day for about 2 weeks. I knew enough was enough when the hinges on my door began to come apart, causing it to tilt and drag on my floor, scratching the floor.
He believes this.
Who?
You.
I'm impartial.
You shouldn't be.
I'm just here to read. Listen, right? The rules of the subreddit, Jack, we've been through this.
Yeah, we have been through
all
this.
ghost stories posted on said subreddit, of nearly 16,000 people, I might add, must be real.
Do some ketamine.
This pissed off my parents even more, and I too was just getting annoyed by being woken up in the middle of every night. Starting to piss him or her off. We don't know who this is. So I, like any sensible human being, female or male, we still don't know, decided to make the best out of a shitty situation. I was going to fuck the ghost.
Is that how you make the best of any situation?
Yeah.
You fuck with things.
Yeah.
If only the Jews knew that during the Holocaust. Just put on a sexy robe for Hitler, everything will be sorted.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how
You've only said that because it's going on my channel. You're such a prick. I don't think we're dealing with a rational person here. They have holy water in their house, for fuck's sake.
They're mental.
100%.
They are mental. So, in order to get rid of something, you have to fuck it.
There we go.
To be fair, most of the people I've slept with in my life, I've never came back.
I felt that it was a bit rude to fuck somebody that I didn't know. So I gave the energy a name. Karen. I tried talking to Karen through my...
If you're pathetic enough to fuck a ghost, do not give it the most middle-aged 40-year-old bingo mum name ever. Karen. Call her something sexy.
Yeah, like...
Shaniqua.
Oh,
Shaniqua.
Oh.
She's an ebony babe.
Or what's another sexy name? I don't know. Chrissy. I don't know. I was under pressure.
I'm pretty sure I had a Neopet called Chrissy.
Tried talking to Karen, wait for it, through my tarot cards, and then through my pendulum, and then through mirror scrying. What the fuck is mirror scrying? Google it. Fucking hell, man.
Mirrors crying?
Maybe.
I've spent many an hour crying in front of a mirror.
Those conversations didn't really go anywhere, so I decided to do it the old-fashioned way. That night, like every night, I heard my door slam open. Immediately, I took off all my clothes and removed my covers. Did I look crazy? Yes. Did I care? No. Not really. for a little...
He's backtracked. Did I look crazy? No. Not
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm full of regret. For a little bit of context, I was taking sleeping pills regularly to help me fall asleep, and at this point, they had just started kicking in. My words were slightly slurred, but I turned to the doorway, running my hand along my torso. Okay. I told whatever was standing there, "Hey, Karen, wanna like fuck? Because I'm down if you're down."
This has got to be a parody.
Mate, this is true.
Because if you did do this, you wouldn't put it on Reddit.
Unless you wanted 49 upvotes, then you would.
Oh, right, okay.
The door just stayed open, so I continued. "Oh, come on, Karen. It must be lonely out there, being a spirit and all. Don't be scared, I won't hurt you." I watched the door intently, and for the first time ever, it began to creak closed. It continued, and eventually shut. I was terrified, but also let down. If you think being rejected by a human person is hard, imagine being rejected by a ghost.
And how'd they know?
Karen never opened my door again.
How'd they know the ghost was female?
I mean, I think that's a pretty decent story, to be fair.
Do you?
I think it's quite compelling. Well written, nice paragraphs. Because I say that because I've gone for a few on here. Just one block text. I'm like, where's the indentations?
So you judge the authenticity of a text based on the paragraph.
Yeah.
The Bible's formatted quite well. Sure,
That's a good point. That is a very valid point.
That's worse than last week's.
Do you think?
Is that the end, by the way?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
That's. Do you not like that
Some
one?
guy's gone, "I fucked a ghost."
Yeah, but put some effort in. Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
he hasn't even took it out for a meal.
That is this week's story.
I absolutely...
Were you creeped out?
No.
Out of 10.
I actually think that story was so bad that people should go back to the old one and take their likes off.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm joking, don't do that.
See, I probably made a mistake there, because obviously last week I said I want to try and creep you out.
And then you've gone for
And I've gone for a comedic one.
50 Shades of Grey over
But that's why this is a series, so we can learn.
What did I rate last week's one?
A 2.
That has genuinely got to be less than that.
Jesus.
I'm
You can't go 0.
I'm
It's got a ghost in it.
Based on what?
Based on the story. To be fair, I mean, it's daytime. I think if we were nighttime, round a fire, I reckon you would have probably put about 7 on that.
So, no. Oh, I love that it was originally a joke that you believe these, but now you're like, you can't give it a 0.
Now
It's got a ghost
I'm
in
getting
it.
defensive.
Yeah. 1.
Oh, Jesus. Right, well, next week we're going for a 3, guys.
Next week, next week, right?
Yeah, okay.
Try and get genuinely the scariest story.
Okay,
you can find.
actually try and find something terrifying.
Yeah, not fucking
Not shagging a girl. I thought you'd appreciate
Horny
it.
Henry over here
You know
and his
what I mean?
bingo mum. Fuck's sake.
Bit of Karen. There we go, guys. That's it. Jack, thanks for joining me again. We're learning. Every week we're learning. Next week... You can't. I just saw that. Next week, I will scare the shit out of you.
I look forward to it.
I will scare the shit out of you. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please hit that like button, guys. If you could, that'd be absolutely wonderful. There is no goal, but should we say over 1,000 just for bants?
Always
over 1,000, guys. Please share it as well. We'll see you next week, guys. Sweet one, geese. Bye.
Sweet one, geese.